Dealing with 5 women at your house, you know, with a lot of people that's never been to Alabama, camera crew, things like that, that's a lot to take in. So it was a little rough, but we got through it.
That's the new crop of farmers for season 3 of Farmer Wants a Wife.
I mean, I knew we had to let girls go during it, you know, but I really underestimated it. Having to constantly break up with someone and send them home was rough. And as soon as you did one, you got it done with, you feel good for a second. They're like, oh man, I got to do another one. It's coming up. That was I underestimated the whole thing. That was rough.
I didn't expect us to be as close as we are now, you know, because we can all relate to the same experience. And you know, going into it, I'm like, you know, these guys from Cali and St. Louis and stuff, and they're being great guys, man. So that's,
you liked me from the beginning. I appreciate that.
He didn't say
Arkansas.
I appreciate
You
that.
didn't say that, so.
These handsome fellas are looking for love, and they were kind enough to stop by our Taste of Country studio during a press stop in Nashville. On this show, the farmers are on their own farms with their group of women, so it was fun to do this interview in more of a group style, really getting to see how the farmers interact with each other. The teaser came out. What was your reaction to seeing yourself on television?
Oh man, I don't like it.
Yeah, pure shock. Well, Matt had it rough. Poor man was melting in the hot
Yeah, I was filming this hot tub scene, and I was thinking to myself, man, I hope this doesn't make it on. First video I see, I'm just pouring sweat, sitting in the hot tub. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, yeah.
And the second one that came out, again, in the hot tub.
Yeah, they love that hot tub scene.
I worked out a little before the show, but not as much as I,
For me, they had me on there kissing, you know, and my grandma and mama looking at it, and I was like, wow, they're just doing me dirty like this. That's all I was doing the whole show, kissing. But
Yep.
I know you didn't come here to watch me on screen the whole time, so I'm going to dive right into the interview. But first, give this video a thumbs up if you're going to be watching this season. A real quick run through of the farmers, just in case you're new here. We have Farmer Matt, who's a 30-year-old avocado and exotic fruit farmer from Morro Bay, California. Farmer John, who is 25 and works on a soy, corn, and wheat farm in St. Louis, Missouri. Farmer Colton, who's 28, a cattle rancher and horse trainer in Mena, Arkansas. And Farmer Jay, who's 25 and works as a hay and cattle farmer in Florence, Alabama. Ever at one point we're like, this is not it for me. I gotta balance.
Few times a day.
A lot.
Day one.
Yeah. All the time.
What about it? Tell me more.
Dealing with 5 women at your house, you know, with a lot of people that's never been to Alabama, camera crew, things like that, that's a lot to take in. So it was a little rough, but we got through it.
I was like, as flattering it is for it to be about you, it's also a lot of stress because everything that happens involves you and all the decisions are on you. So it's you can't really relax the whole time, you're trying to figure all this stuff out.
I had a great time. I didn't even think any of it was real. It was just crazy. It's kind of like a fever dream. You don't really think that it's going to happen, and then it's people are just show up with cameras, and it's this is never going to be on TV. And then, God, I hope in a few days I don't look like a complete weirdo, but fingers crossed.
The show was great. I loved it. I think there was a lot of waiting around, and that I get tired. So
Hurry up and wait, huh?
yeah, hurry up and wait. That
He's
was the
taking
key.
3 naps today.
Yeah, probably take one after this too.
For all 4 of these men, family's important. So you betcha the families had to add their 2 cents when they heard that they were going on the show.
I think my dad, he told me I needed a slap after seeing that one. Yeah, and I agreed with him. Yeah, so.
My mom's my hype girl. She is so involved in everything. She's so excited.
My dad found out that I was doing it, and he frantically cleaned his house for a week. And I was he was going crazy. I was you do know they're not going to be filming over here. They're going to be filming at my house, right? And he was just a weight had been lifted off of him. He was going around like a chicken with his head cut off. He was just crazy.
You know, definitely my mama and my sister, you know, they love it, you know, so they eat it up, Facebook posts, all that stuff. So
Outside of talking about the show itself, I also wanted to know, what is an ideal date night on the farm? Asking for a friend.
Mine's real simple. It's just bottle of wine, from sunset. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I like just sitting on the ranch. We got a cool little view of the water. You really can't beat it.
just a picnic in the back of the truck, you know. Look up at the stars, just enjoy the night, enjoy the time. So peace and quiet of the country.
You never take me to do that.
Come on, bro. We can do it.
Probably same thing, but throwing an activity like fishing or something like that, kind of spice it up.
Fishing in the
Armadillo
dark.
hunting.
Yeah.
Armadillo hunting?
Yeah.
Do we do that at night or just...
Yeah, you do it at night.
Oddly
It's the best.
specific.
It's the
Have
best.
you done that on a date?
It's my go-to date move.
Like,
If
you
I'm
said
being
that
honest,
so fast.
if I'm being honest with you, I've taken I've went on a lot of armadillo dates.
Was there any girls there?
Yeah, it's like, so me and my brother have done it our whole lives, and you just go out and you spotlight armadillos and you shoot them.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's super fun. I do it on horses sometimes, but it's the most fun. And like, if you get a girl that's a good shot, you know, it's even more attractive. So it's just something fun to do and pass the time, and you get to, you know, kill a bunch of armadillos.
They did admit that they've all been in love before, which makes them even more confident in what they're looking for in a future spouse.
I would say so, yeah. I was in a pretty long relationship previously when I was playing football, but, you know, obviously didn't work out, so.
I was married, so nah, just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, goodness. Yeah, I definitely have before. I mean, you know, Darren likes to remind me I'm pretty old, so I've been in a couple of relationships in the past, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would say the same.
This next question might make you laugh. I wanted to know a little bit more of a surface level question. So what's the first thing you notice on a girl?
Honestly, I'd say like,
Eyes.
I like a trendy gal.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about, yeah, I guess their clothes.
Final answer.
Eyes.
Did you
Sticking with eyes.
Bro, I said teeth, but I want to notice how pretty she is. Are you kidding me?
Well, like what?
How much time do we have?
Dude, if she's ugly, I'm not gonna notice her. But if she's gorgeous, I mean, it's like looking
What if
at a
she's,
gorgeous
like,
horse.
hideous?
You just know. Well, then you're
Then
not
you'll
looking
notice.
at her.
What if she has a
When
good
a girl
personality?
walks into a room and she's gorgeous, everybody knows because everybody looks at her. You don't even got to describe it.
I'm not that shallow. I'm going for personality.
Yes, you are. Everybody looks at pretty girls.
You'll want to stick around to the very end of this video because I've got a bonus clip coming from my latest interview with Season 2's Mitchell and Sydney. Don't worry, gals, they did mention what they first notice on a gal, but here's what they bring to the table when it comes to how they flirt on the farm.
Take the shirt off.
Yeah, like strategically unbutton it, like to get mic'd up. It's like turn towards the girls. It's like, little sneak peek.
We've got like 15 to 20 different like crazy exotic produces, so you can just literally walk around and eat stuff off the trees. That's pretty hard to beat.
I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. Talk to them. I don't know.
You got nothing?
Cracking jokes or something.
John's really pretty.
Just your charming
John,
personality.
have you seen him?
Yeah, tell
Dude,
them to go work or something. I don't know. Pick up a hay bale.
Y'all, there is still so much more of their time with us in the studio, like this clip. Practiced in the mirror or a pickup line or meeting the ladies. Takes longest to get ready. Yep, we still have more to share as the season gets going, so this is an invitation to subscribe to our channel and come back here often as we will be posting more and more as the season gets going. What would you say is your most impressive farming skill? Marinate.
I'm pretty good on a tractor. sounds kind of corny, but
Yeah, it does.
I ain't no farmer. I'm a cowboy, so I'm sticking to a horse.
Frog kicking. Yeah.
I would just say, you know, picking up those hay bales with, you know, 2 at a time. So
two
Multiple
bales
chairs.
at once.
2 bales at once.
Impressive.
I even had the chance to go on set during the taping of the show, and we dove deep on what the farmers are looking for, and yes, they are looking for their potential wife, but you betcha I asked what they brought to the table for a future spouse. So much more to come, I promise, in the next several weeks. Kimberly Williams Paisley is the new host of the show. Season 3 of Farmer Wants a Wife will kick off Thursday, March 20th on Fox. As promised, here's Farmer Mitchell and his girlfriend, Sydney. I'm Adison Haager for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.
Getting ready for the big move. So excited to say that and be so confident in it, and us be on the same page. We've been talking about it, praying about it so much, making those slight improvements to the farm so she feels comfortable and ready to get there, like redoing a closet or getting ready for the sheep, redoing some fencing. So there's a lot that does have to get done before she moves in, but we're getting there. We're paving the way.
Yeah, we just, what was it, yesterday or the day before? We cleaned up all around the pasture for the sheep because I have 2 sheep and I need to bring them.
In the show, she said she came with a lot of baggage, and I didn't know at the time, but that was, 2 sheep. They're gonna be coming down.
Yeah.
What are their names?
Teddy and Tucker. Yeah, they're really sweet. Tucker has a little bit of an attitude problem, But Teddy is, I bottle fed Teddy since he was a baby. I got him in 8th grade, so.
We were thinking about
thinking about
getting a
it.
horse trailer and doing it that way, but I was like, dang, a trailer's a long way to haul from New Jersey down here. So I'm thinking about getting one of those rack systems that just go over like they used to do in the old days of a truck bed. And you'll be able to like see through and they'll get good ventilation, but the sheep will be standing in the back of the truck bed.
Or I could put them in my truck, like in just
Yeah.
the back. They could sit with
They're
me.
not that big.
They're miniature.
Yeah, they're what,
miniature.
150 pounds?
Yeah, they're cute and they're fluffy and they're fat and they're sweet.